Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today's video, I had an idea. While this is not anything that pertains to me necessarily, but I thought it might be interesting to take this look and create a nighttime look with minimal effort. For instance, if you're at work, you have somewhere to go after work, your eyeshadow is starting to separate, you want a more bolder look, you're going to be in a dark setting type of situation. By dark setting, I mean like maybe the movies or a candlelight dinner, blah, blah, blah. Or if you're going from natural to you want to zhuzh it up a little bit. So these things that I'm going to show you are things that I would do. And again, I'm not in this situation to do any of these things, but it would be fun, and this is what I would do. Now, there's a couple of different small things, and I put them right in this little small bag. Now, mind you, I wouldn't do all of these at one time, but this little bitty thing. So, what I have on my eyes now is I have the Urban Decay Naked Palette, and I topped the center just a little bit with this shade, which is a foil shade, a cream shade if you would, and let me swatch it for you. There you go, in case you hadn't seen that video. Now, several different things you could do. Okay, first thing that I brought out, Super Shock Shadows. This one is in the shade Ritz, and I do believe this is still available. So, I would pop this in my bag. This is a very well-loved shade. I love it. This is what it looks like, and that is what it looks like swatched. And I'm going to put this on my lid, but I'm also going to show you this. So this is a little highlighting palette minus all the fingerprints. This is a, let me get it, there we go, highlighting palette from Sleek Makeup. This one is in Precious Charms. I did have, I think it was called Cleopatra's Kiss, but I don't know what happened to it. But this is a nice little compact, and it's got a nice little mirror. It doesn't fold all the way back, but these three are cream, and this is a powder. Now, the powder, I'll swatch the powder. The powder is too dark for me to wear on its own as a highlighter. Okay, that's all of those swatched. This is the powder right there, and there, and these are the creams. I hope that's showing up. Now, you could take, if you need, you could use this so many different ways. If you feel like you need to touch your highlighter up, you could just go in or carry a brush. We'll grab, let me see. I know I got some brushes up here. Here we go. Actually, this is even smaller in size. So you could take that highlighting palette and use a small little brush that would fit in a little pouch like this, or your little clutch, or whatever you have. And you can take, I'm going to take just any one of these because I'm going to cover it up. So I'm going to take this shade right there. And I'm just going to put it on this brush. And I'm just going to kind of go over right in the very front part because it's starting to separate, which is what typically happens with my eyes. So I'm going to do a couple of different things. I'm only going to do one eye for this method. Now, you could leave it just like it is. You can see it judged it up from this side. And you could even take and, let me wipe it off just to make sure I don't have any shadow transfer. You could take and I'm actually going to use that same color. And I'm going to put a little bit more on my brush. And I'm going to come up here and tap in right there. And really brighten that highlight back up. And then I'll just take my finger. And the same thing with wherever else you want to highlight. I didn't do anything to my brows today, so let's just, like Bruno, we don't talk about it. So, and then I'm going to take this shade and pop a little bit more on my nose and Cupid's bow. You see how that brought this to this? And I added a little bit more glow to my cheeks. Now we're going to go in with the Color Pop. So I'm going to put that on my hand, and I'm going to do this eye. And as you can see, let me use this finger for this. I have found with ColourPop Super Shocks, using my finger is the best bet. Now, see how that zhuzhed that up? Now, to make it, now I'm going to take the brush back. And, yeah, it's not picking up on the brush, but that's okay. I'm going to just kind of come tap right there. So, but for me, I'm going somewhere super, super fancy. So I really, really, really want everything to pop. And I don't want to bring emphasis to where it's already separating on both of my eyes, because that's how my eyes are. My trick for that is go big or go home. So I grabbed my Saints Angel Centers palette. This one is in Cupid's Love. I think that's what it's called. Cupid's Arrow, excuse me. And these are those shades. Now, obviously, these are all iridescent. So, I'm going to a Christmas party, so I want to go in with Bonnie, which is green, really pretty green. Now, you can use your finger, you can use a brush. I'm going to use my finger for this. And now I'm just going to take this and just kind of start right out here. Put the very tip of my finger in the hollow of my eye. And that covers up that separation of shadow. And I just taper it up. Yes, it's going all on my matte shades, my crease, but that's okay, because we want, when that light hits it, we want it to pop. And I may even go further and grab a little bit of Adam, which is this shade, which is kind of down the same vein of the colors that I've already got laid. And that's what that looks like swatched. I'm just going to put a teeny tiny bit separating the two. And again, I'm bringing this up on the crease where my mats are. So, and then I'm going to go back in. And just really kind of press it into that hard crease that I have. Clean up anything that you need to. And I've taken that look and just really elevated the eye look. And of course you can do things on the bottom. I'm not going to do the bottom today because my ears are already irritated. But then you can take even and do lashes. Me, I do not typically wear, and when I say typically ever, wear falsies. But for today's video, I am going to attempt to use these Ioni. These are individual lashes that I got from the dollar store, as well as the liner. And the liner is Ioni also, or Tony, or I think it's Ioni. But anyway, it's just a pen. It's the liquid, I guess, magnet. And personally, I'm only going to do the very outside edge. Let me put some mascara on first. Okay, guys, I put some mascara on. I used the Maybelline Sky High non-waterproof. I think this was what they called Cosmic Black. Yeah, Cosmic Black. It's the same thing. It's just in a different tube. And I just did a very small amount on my lashes, just one pass through. Okay, guys, the lashes are on. They will not be on anymore. But I did decide to leave them so you all can see why I don't do lashes. They are wonky. Yeah. So we'll just disregard that instruction. But now for lips. You know, so many different variations. I've got, we'll start with this. This is L'Oreal's Be Powerful. And this is I don't know what the exact name of it is, but it's more of a gloss stain type of thing. But it's red, and I'm going to put it on. It is super, super hydrating. And yes, I have purple on my eyelids, but I've also covered it with sparkly. And if you still want that red lip, but you don't want to have to completely do your entire eyeshadow look. You just wanted to take one of those products and just, you know, dab, dab, dab. Go back in a palette and find a more neutrally shade, you know, like that one. I used that green. You can go in and pick up more of a green. It looks yellow, but I mean, all of these are going to switch up and just cover up that matte where just a little bit is peeking through, so you can't really tell. What color was that? Nobody's going to be looking at you that damn close anyway. But I like to do that when I know that I'm going to be wearing makeup for a long time or whatever, is to take a little palette with me. So when everything starts separating, I can just dip my finger in something and just tap it over. I can throw a Super Shock in my bag. It's this big. That's all it takes. Or you can take that Super Shock, dab it on your lips. Or you can take something like this. This happens to be a Buxom lip plumper. But, I mean, I have plenty of them with this type of color. It's the, I'm going to actually use a brush to do this because I have right much left in here, and I don't want to mess up my wand with this red lip. So I'm just taking some from the tube and painting it on a brush here so you can see what I'm talking about. But this particular color has those different, let me see if it'll swatch, if it'll show up as a swatch. It is multicolored, I guess, holographic, whatever you want to call it. It's in the shade Amanda, but that's what the tube looks like. It's kind of hard to see because it's got that, but let's see if you can see the swatch. That's the swatch, and I just painted it on my lips a little bit, and it kind of brings out those colors. Now, this isn't your thing. You want a red lip to stay, because this is more of a lip stain, lip gloss hybrid type of thing. And you want staying power. Well, you got Jeffree Star. This one's in Vampire Blood. I enjoy this one. This one is in Revlon, an Ultra HD matte in the shade Passion. Let's go in with Revlon. Let's give Revlon some love. See how my lips are stained with that, just that little while. This is a pretty lip as well. And, you know, if you take along a palette, you could, any of these colors you could pick up. Let's pick up, we're going to go with that green again. So I'm just patting it, you know, and I got a little bit on my finger. And I'm going to use another finger because I don't want to put lipstick in here. And put a little gloss, a little bit more gloss to make it even. And there you go. There you go. Some tips and tricks to zhuzh up daytime to party time. I hope you like this video. I hope you consider subscribing. We have a lot of fun on my channel, and we always tell the truth. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Make sure you have all your notifications on because you don't want to miss one of my uploads because I upload all the damn time. Okay, guys, be beautiful, be kind, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.